morning, Gravette High School, and happy National Name Your Car Day. I'm Carter.
And I'm Skylar, and this is the news for the week of October 2nd.
For lunch this week, today will be barbecue chicken flatbread or ham and cheese sandwiches. Tuesday will be chili dogs or chili. Wednesday will be pork roast or chicken tenders. Thursday will be grilled cheese or mac sticks, and Friday will be cheeseburgers.
Last week was the first career seminar of the 2023-2024 school year. Students had the opportunity to learn about a variety of post-high school paths that they could pursue after graduation, such as dentistry, photography, law enforcement, and much more. Speakers were able to give students insider knowledge and answer questions about their profession. Be on the lookout for the sign-up for our next career seminar.
Our Lady Lions volleyball will be taking on the Pea Ridge Blackhawks this Tuesday at 4. It's a costume party, so dig out your tiara, eye patch, or whatever other costume catches your eye. Please keep in mind that all costumes must be school appropriate.
For the first time in several years, Gravette will be holding its Miss and Mr. GHS pageant. Each sport, club, and department can nominate one boy and one girl to compete. The pageant will take place in early November, where contestants will compete in an interview, personal introduction, and formal wear competition. All contestants will receive a goodie bag and will have the opportunity to win cash prizes, sashes, plaques, and much more. Let your club, department, or sports sponsor know if you're interested in participating.
On Wednesday, some of our student body will be taking the PSAT, so there will not be any announcements or bells that day. If you are taking the test, please make sure you are in the correct room at the required time.
FEMA will conduct a nationwide test of the emergency alert system this Wednesday. A message will be sent out to all cell phones and will appear in all televisions and radios at approximately 1:20. This is the system that is used to alert the public in the event of a real national emergency. But remember, this is only a test.
Today is National Custodian Day, and we want to take a moment to celebrate our custodians all over the district, especially Miss Sherry, our daytime custodian here at GHS. She's worked here for 9 years and loved being a part of the GHS family with all of the staff and students. So make sure to take a moment to let her know how much she is appreciated. And most importantly, make sure you stack your chairs and clean up your messes.
Now it's time for our Meet the Teacher segment. Over to you, Nate.
For as long as Gravette's been around, we have only had one ag teacher. But this year, we got two of them. Miss Holland splits her time between the middle school and the high school.
I teach agriculture, 3 sections of Introduction to World Agriculture at the middle school, and 3 sections of Survey of Agriculture here at the high school.
In those classes, she teaches her students about agriculture and farming. She wanted to become an ag teacher because of her own FFA teacher in high school.
But my high school agriculture teacher, the impact that she made in my life and the opportunities that I got in FFA made me realize that not only could I teach students, but I could also teach agriculture at the same time.
She married her husband this summer, and they decided to move to Gravette after hearing about our school's success.
After hearing about all of the different ways that Gravette is successful, whether that be through sports or academics or FFA, I knew that this is a place that I wanted to join.
She is also one of the sponsors for FFA. For those like me that didn't know, FFA stands for Future Farmers of America. In her high school ag class, Miss Holland is teaching students about the FFA Creed, where students must translate the creed to strange hieroglyphics. Believe it or not, she does things outside of school.
I love to read, I love to spend time with my dog Ollie, he's a golden doodle, and I just love to be outdoors, whether it's hunting, fishing, or just spending time outside.
When you feel like learning how to farm, make sure to try to take this class next year.
A few weeks ago, we mentioned that this year we are going to start regularly celebrating the heritage and cultures of people in our school. This week, we're going to be learning a little bit more about Hispanic and Latin American heritage as part of our Hispanic Heritage Month. Since Skylar Hernandez isn't actually Hispanic, let's head over to Shay to learn more.
Many of you may not know, but my cultural heritage is Cuban. Both my grandparents from my dad's side were from Cuba. A lot of the food and recipes that we use have been passed down through generations. Food is just one of the many ways that we connect to our cultural heritage. Let's find out more about Hispanic Heritage Month. According to Seton Hall University, Heritage Months such as Hispanic Heritage Month, German Heritage Month, and Native American Heritage Months are periods within the year that are designated to celebrate and acknowledge various cultures and communities and their contributions to American history. The very first nationally recognized Heritage Month was Hispanic Heritage Month. Hispanic Heritage Month started as Hispanic Heritage Week in 1968 under President Lyndon Johnson. It was expanded to a month by President Ronald Reagan, where it was enacted into law August of 1988, and is now one of the 10 Heritage and History Months celebrated by the U.S. State Department. The reasons why it is observed from September 15th to October 15th is that many Latin American countries, including Mexico, Honduras, Costa Rica, and others, celebrate their independence on September 15th and 16th. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, the Hispanic population of the United States is 19.1% of the total U.S. population. Here at GHS, over 7% of our student body identify as Hispanic or Latino, so we talked to a few students to find out some ways that they connect to and celebrate their heritage.
We celebrate all the same holidays here. We just celebrate them a little bit differently. And so we celebrate Christmas Eve. And then typically, if we do presents, we'll do presents at midnight. So we'll wait till midnight and we'll wish each other a Merry Christmas at midnight.
Holidays and some specific times, like for Christmas, we'll eat tamales. And then instead of getting gifts, I'd rather get tamales because I never get to eat them ever.
Many Latin American countries have unique traditions to celebrate the new year. In Honduras, they have a very fiery way of saying goodbye to the old year on New Year's.
Or like we make like a kind of like a teddy bear and we put fireworks in it and then we just explode it. It's like yes.
And we also, for Dia de los Muertos, we make an altar for everyone who's passed in my family. I go to Mexico every year in December for Christmas and New Year's. And for Christmas, we always go to our church for the Baby Jesus reenactment.
One of the most relevant Hispanic traditions is a quinceañera.
Our special birthday is our 15th birthday, which is a quinceañera. And on that special day, you have a big party and you dance with your family members. And it's like the day the girl in the family becomes like a woman.
The 15th basically is like a sweet 16.
I pass on this doll that has been passed down through all of my other cousins from their quinces.
While it's important to remember that we're one big GHS family, it's also amazing to be able to celebrate what makes us unique. Gracias por mirar, and stay tuned for more heritage segments to come.
Last week, we asked you if you read comic books. 12% of you said that you don't, but you'd like to. 20% of you said that you love them. 30% of you read them sometimes. And 38% of you said that you don't like them at all.
For this week's survey, we want to know, are you interested in being interviewed about your cultural heritage for GHS TV News? If so, what culture are you a part of?
Well, that's everything for us. I'm Skylar.
And I'm Carter, and we'll see you next week.
Theater kids know what I'm talking about. Anyway. Recaps.